Difficult conversations are not one-off moments. Hi, I'm Trisha Sheen and I am the author of a book called Childrening, When You Become the Parent to Your Parent. And each day on this channel I read a little bit from the book just to help you feel that you are not alone on this journey, because it can be tough. Believe me, I'm on it. So sometimes we feel pressure to solve everything immediately. You don't have to say everything at once. So I'm just going to read you the next part. We did a little bit on difficult conversations the other day. So there may become a time when conversations become more direct. When something happens, say for example a fall, an illness. My mum was starting to lose her sight and really deteriorating. So it just wasn't sustainable for her to be at home. And in those moments, the tone does shift and the urgency increases. The conversation becomes less about suggestion, but more about necessity. And these conversations can feel really heavy, and they're more emotional, more final. And yet even then, they are rarely easy. Because no matter how practical the situation seems, and becomes, the emotional layer is always there. And what's important is you've got to remember this. These conversations are not one-off moments. They evolve, they soften, they repeat, and they change. And sometimes a conversation that didn't land the first time, it lands differently later. And sometimes understanding just from both sides takes time. And often what matters most is not saying everything perfectly, but simply keeping the conversation open, allowing space and listening as much as speaking, and recognizing that both of you are having to adjust. You know, it's hard for both of you, because just as you are learning how to support them, they are also learning how to become supported. Let's face it, they've always been independent, and it must feel awful to suddenly have to rely on someone else. And that in itself is a transition. So hopefully that's helped a little bit. If you want to hear more, just keep following me and I'll see you tomorrow. But just remember, you're doing your best. Thanks.